Player profile on the girls' basketball side. We're joined by senior Zoe Painter. Zoe, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us.
Of course.
So here it is, your senior year. Let's talk about this, the emotions that kind of go with senior year and what it's been like to kind of go through all the emotions that come with it being your last year and how you've kind of handled that.
Well, I think our season started off pretty rough. I mean, we lost our first 3 games by a point or two, so that was a little rough. But I think we kind of started to get our groove, and it's been really good. I mean, it went by fast, so it's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, when you kind of dealing with that adversity, talk about being a senior leader and getting through it and what it meant to this team to be kind of weather the storm, and now you're playing really good basketball again.
Well, it was a big thing with our coach too. So like he didn't know none of us girls, so all of us seniors had to really step up and like even help him take charge and figure out the girls and how we can get better and play better as a team.
Let's talk about bringing in Coach Cole, and it's a
Mhm.
new coach, and what it was like for you to kind of meet him and try to be as a senior buy into what he was selling, and what's it been like to have him there with you this year?
Um, it he plays a lot different than what we're used to. So he came in and it was a really big adjustment, but I think he's been really good for us and he's helped us a lot and really teach us what we need to know. So.
What were some of the things that you think he brought? Some of the things you're telling that he taught you that made you better. What are some of the things that you think Coach Cole has let you grow into as a basketball player?
Confidence was a big thing. I know you don't like really teach that, but he helped us out with confidence, and he's not like he's really confident in all of us. So once we got our confidence back, I mean, we started clicking as a team, and we just kind of went from there.
All right, we can't have this interview without talking about your record-breaking performance.
All right.
You broke the record for the single game 3-point record. What was that like to be able to kind of put your name in the record books?
Um, it means a lot. I found out a few days before, so I think the most I scored before that was 5, and I was like, if I could get 5, I could surely get 8. And it was a close game. I mean, I think I had two in the first quarter, and then I just like kind of missed my shots. I went in at halftime. I talked to coach, and I was back in the game and just shot. He's all about shooting, so he gave me the green light, and I just had confidence.
The first time that you came on my radar last year in the tournament against Poland, you went off in that game, and you helped your team win that tournament game against Poland. Did that game give you a lot of confidence going into this year? You think?
Oh yeah, I think a lot of last year I didn't really score until maybe the last 5 games, and then I had that Poland game, and I got a lot of confidence from that, and I came into the season ready to play after that, and it was really fun.
As a senior, we'll talk about you in the classroom a little bit. What's it been like this year as a student? I mean, have you done the work the first 3 years to make this year a little bit easier, or do you still have some hard classes to take care of before you graduate?
No, I got most of my classes done. I go to school for like half of a day, which is why I'm on the phone right now. So, kind of get through my day and come home, get a rest before basketball, and then basketball.
What's it like to kind of be able to put a lot more focus on basketball this year because your class load and the stress of school isn't nearly as much as it was the last three?
Oh, it's really nice. Like coming, even if like I do have extra stuff in the classroom, I'm able to stay like at school to get it done before basketball. So like I'm never late, and I never have to like worry about anything but basketball after school's over, which is really
What
nice.
what have been some of your favorite subjects to learn in your career at Pymatuning Valley? What have been some of the favorite classes?
I took a forensics class last year, which I really enjoyed. So that would have to be it.
And then I always like to give the players a chance to shout out some teachers. Who are some teachers that you think impacted your journey along the way at Pymatuning Valley?
Mr. Shantz, my 8th grade year, he was my math teacher, and I think he got me into the gym like before school, and we would shoot around before school. So he helped in the classroom and outside, and we joke around, and he helps me out with basketball quite a bit.
I like taking it all the way back to eighth grade,
Oh yeah.
and that makes me also want to kind of think about the start of your journey. We're talking about the end of it in your senior year, but the start of your journey, when did you kind of start playing basketball? When did you start falling in love with it?
We started around fifth grade, and we've had about the same group of girls since then. So about around there.
When did you start not just loving the sport, but also realizing that like you wanted to work at it, you wanted to take it seriously, you wanted to be the best basketball player you could be? When do you think that turn happened?
Probably middle school. It wasn't my seventh grade year. It was eighth grade year when I started talking to Mr. Shantz about everything, and he helped me. And ever since then, I've just been really passionate about it.
We know how hard you work at basketball. You're always in the gym. You're working hard. There's probably days in the last 4 years where you didn't feel good. You didn't really want to practice, but you had that inner drive that keeps you going. What motivates you on those days? What gets you through the days when maybe you don't feel like practicing, but you still show up and you still give it 100%? What's that motivating factor for you?
Well, one, trying to be the best on the team, which I don't mean that to sound bad, and two, to know that I won't be playing much for much longer soon. So, if I can spend as much time in the gym with my teammates, then I'm gonna do that.
Also, as seniors, we like to talk about leaving a legacy, right? Leaving the mark on the program. What kind of mark do you want to leave on Pymatuning Valley? What lessons do you hope that the leaders of the next generation that come up next couple of years learn from being your teammate?
I just hope they obviously learn more confidence because we've struggled the past like 3 years with that, and to really like appreciate the time you have in high school and enjoy the sport rather than complaining about it while you're there.
When we talk about confidence and we're going into postseason now, how confident is this bunch going into the bracket? How confident are you going into tournament time?
I'm pretty confident. I mean, we play Triway on Wednesday. We've scouted them. They're a pretty solid team, but if we play the game we should play, then we're gonna be okay. And then the next few games after that, maybe two or three, they're gonna be tough teams. But I think we got it in the bag if we play the way we can.
When you think about tournament time and it gets a little bit elevated, you're a senior. How are you going to handle those games? Like, how are you going to kind of mindset them? Are you going to think about this could be my last game? Or are you going to try to just control them like any other game you would play?
I think it as like, oh, this is my last game, better give it my all. Like, could be my last game. And I think another thing is like, I have to like put that into other seniors' minds because sometimes it's like sometimes the girls are just playing and they don't care like if we win or lose, and that's like a big thing. Like I have to like let them know how much like it means to other players for them to actually try and not waste what we have left.
When you think about this Pymatuning Valley community that you've been representing for 4 years, what makes you proud to be a Laker and proud to kind of put on those colors and wear the Lakers across your chest?
Just the community in general. I mean, everybody's super supportive and there's nothing negative, so it's nice being a part of it.
If someone asks you like, what's it mean to be a Laker? Like, what? How would you describe being a part of that community, and what's the mindset in Pymatuning Valley?
I don't know. I don't know really.
That's okay. That's totally okay. Let's talk about your future a little bit.
All right.
What are the plans after high school? What are your goals that you have after you graduate?
So I just committed to John Carroll, and I'm going to major in sociology and criminology, and minor in forensics. So
What kind of drove you down wanting to follow that career path that those majors will take you in? What kind of got you interested in that stuff?
well, I've always been interested in like crime and everything, and then I took that class last year, and that really like pushed me to where I wanted to go. And then our access lady talked to me and like figured out what I wanted to do. So I've been set on it for about a year now.
And then, like you said, you committed, so you're going to be playing at the next level. What does that mean to you to be able to fulfill that dream of playing college basketball and being able to kind of play at the next level?
I'm not playing actually,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay. So sorry about that.
No, it's all
Uh,
right.
what made John Carroll then the university that you wanted to go to for that?
I visited last year, and their campus like really just felt like somewhere I wanted to be. And I talked to the professors, and they were really nice and everything.
I'm assuming you're going to live on campus there.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
what's the most exciting thing about being away from home, and then what's the most nervous thing about being away from home?
The most nervous thing is not being by my mom, and the most exciting thing is kind of get on with my life and learn new things and try new things.
I think your parents will like this question because they'll probably have their own answers to it. But what are some life skills that you have to learn, or you need to learn how to do before you leave and live on your own?
Being independent, probably. Like, I depend on my parents quite a bit, so
What's one home cooked meal that you're gonna miss the most when you're away from home?
steak and broccoli, probably.
Love it, love it. Want to get to know you a little bit off the court before we let you go. Some off the wall questions to just kind of let you shine your personality a little bit. First, books or movies? Which one do you like more? Do you like reading or watching more?
Movies.
What's the last really good movie that you think you saw?
Goodwill Hunting.
Okay, I like it.
A really good movie.
Um, what are some of your interests outside of basketball? Some hobbies that you have?
Shopping. I like shopping.
Ah, yeah. So that opens up the door because what's the most dangerous store to put you in as far as spending money?
PacSun, probably.
What was your last impulse buy? Maybe you were somewhere you weren't looking for what you saw, but once you saw it, you said, "I gotta have it."
Jeans from PacSun.
What's your favorite guilty pleasure kind of food? Desserts or snacks or treats, things that probably aren't the healthiest, but you enjoy them anyway.
Starbucks.
Do you have a favorite pregame or postgame meal?
I try to eat something light before the game and not too like soon before the game, but nothing really like too specific.
And then what about postgame? Well, like to celebrate a big win, what are you having?
Whatever is the closest thing by. We don't live by food like in Andover. There's nothing
Right.
really around here. So if it's an away game, we're stopping anywhere. But if it's a home game, I'm coming home and probably eating some cereal.
Oh, what's your favorite cereal?
Captain Crunch.
Yes, love it. And then one last question I like to ask people because we're talking about moving on and being an adult, but let's learn about your childhood a little bit. What was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon? Maybe when you were growing up.
Dora.
Dora, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoe, before we let you go, we always like to give the player the chance to give a shout out to their support system, the people in their life that have meant the most to them, and take the limelight off themselves a little bit, shining on them. So I want to give you some time to give you some give out some thank yous and some shout outs to the people in your life that you think really deserve it.
Definitely my mom and dad. They've helped me. Our assistant coach Harley, she helped a lot with confidence and everything, and I really want to thank Coach Cool for stepping up and pushing us to become a better player.
Zoe, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about your senior year. We appreciate your time. We wish you the best of luck moving forward in the tournament, and we hope to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.